Hey guys, welcome back. Doubler, how's it going? Lunatic, how's it going? Cyril, don't poverty shame. It's not nice. Thanks for tuning in. I decided at the very last, didn't give anyone very much information and or a heads up that I was going to be streaming some games, but that's what we're doing today. No video today. Instead, we're going to hang out. We're going to chat. I'm kind of wondering how the Hisuian Zoroark will stand up. Hopefully well. Compared to the recent stuff, I haven't been paying enough attention to the TCG end of things, and I haven't been playing against it to know exactly whether it's going to work or not. But we might as well give it a go. I also didn't change the decks up. Yeah, we gotta just enjoy ourselves today. Stream. Oreo says I've been playing Hisuian Zoroark with the Dodrio from 151. I wish I even knew what Dodrio for 151 did. Oh, we get some packs to open. First one, not great. It's not bad. It's like a draw support, right? Draw mechanism of some kind on it. Is it better than the beaver? Maybe we replace the beaver. I'll go take a look at it. We can try it out. Other than that, I don't know what else I would really change. I'm a little bit concerned with the Charizard having 330 HP if everyone and their dog is playing it. Speak of the devil. There he is. Charizard EX. Because we had the ability to hit Vs for 30 extra damage via our tool attachment choice belt. But the Charizard we're only going to do a maximum of 300 damage. Cool. All right, we get the moose. We can't escape the moose. You remember I pulled 2 or 3 of those in the opening? Ooh, we got a little Ditto action. Justified Gloves and Radiant Alakazam. Yeah, we might have to change out. Maybe we'll change out. Like, from what I kind of overhear, it seems like Tina and stuff might still be a thing. So maybe we keep a couple of the choice belts and then we switch out a couple of them for some gloves. Justified Gloves do extra damage to fire types. Let's see here. We got Zoroark. We can edit deck. We can go to Justified Gloves. $30 more damage to your opponent's active dark Pokemon. Yeah, that's yeah. 30 to dark. So I think maybe we do let's get the let's put 2 of these in there. And then we'll take out, we had 4 choice belts because we were just, can't remember what we were even going up against. There was something that we were going up against every time, so we just needed choice belts to the extreme. So we'll take out 2 choice belts. What do you say, Dodrio? Let's see what Dodrio does. Show cards all. You can tell that I haven't been opening anything. Once you're in your turn, you may put 1 damage counter on this Pokemon if you do draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's only once per turn, but Single prize attacker too. Oh yeah, 30 more damage for each damage counter on the Pokemon. That's true. That's true. The mug, yeah. Does the mug go like invisible? It's yeah, some people ask how I'm the best at everything, and I don't have the answer. But turns out I can even be the best sister ever. It's probably all those sister slammers that I collected as a child. The Pogs. Lunatic sister, are you the big sister or little sister? I'm both. I'm the middle sister. J-Wheels, I'm not the fraud sister. Damn it. Alright, I don't know, I don't know if I want to take anything out for this. Do I? Maybe we take out one of the Gengars for it? But like, we gotta evolve into the Dodrio? That sounds terrible. That sounds like a bad time. I guess we could get rid of some of our beavers. The double beaver's kind of nice though when I'm like super absolute milling the living hell out of myself. Let's just run it. We're gonna put Mousehold on pause. We're gonna set our Zoroark V-Star to the active. And we're gonna run it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna go for gold. Power bottom sister. Yeah, maybe. Sector Alpha saying maybe a couple Dark Patch. Isn't Dark Patch just gonna be attaching Dark Energy? To Dark, then it has to be Dark Pokemon, doesn't it? Or is it just Dark, as long as it's Dark Energy? I don't think that works. There's a lot of people that don't like the quadruple double turb, but with the amount of cards that I'm going to go through here, like I am just going to destroy my deck in the early game to try to get maximum damage and then start knocking things out. So, we're not too worried about that. All right, let's play. Hopefully, the games are at least a little bit reasonable here. We're not getting spanked or not spanking someone, because I haven't played in quite some time. So it might have, we're in Pikachu tier. You never know in Pikachu tier. Sometimes you're beating up on people. Sometimes you have no idea what they're playing because they're not really playing anything real. Although they're probably going to say the same thing about me playing Zoroark in 2024. Like, what the hell is this guy doing? Alright, not a great starting hand. We got a Charizard Baller on the other side of us. Alright, here's the test. I have this weird feeling that we're going to play against Charizard, and then we're going to play against Charizard, and then like 6 other Charizards. It's going to be Charizard Fest 95. Maybe we should be playing a dark deck. Alright, give us some juice here. We got a Bidoof starting out. Not good. Not ideal. Not even close to ideal. I don't have any switches or anything either, so like this is going to be a little bit of a hindrance here, starting out with the Bidoof instead of a Zoroark. Or something with less retreat cost. Alright, we can play the Gape Jaw, we can play the Trekking Shoes. Yeah, we're going to put it in our hand. We're going to hopefully get a Zoroark. Alright, less than ideal. Less than ideal. And now we hope that we don't get pumped in the buns. Jimmy Blake saying Syndicate Power. True. Syndicate. Syndicate sounds like it would be like a... That's like an upcoming Pokemon set name. Something to do with Syndicate. Jonathan Silva says, I combined one Zoroark V-Star with Gardevoir EX. Big brain. It's kind of neat. I don't know if it would work or not, but... Guy says, the only decks played on this game is all dark and water with a little of the newish ancient Gardevoir mixed in. Yeah, I can see that. I'd be very surprised if it's not like at least 50% Charizards at this point in time. Like, you give people the opportunity to play Charizard at like the lower Rattle tier that we're at right now, and yeah, it's gonna be Charizard Baller Fest 95 before the card game even came out. Lunatic, thank you for the bits. By the way, guys, if you have Amazon Prime, always much appreciated if you can pop on over to the Twitch. Once a month you get a free Twitch Prime subscription. Helps out, doesn't cost you anything. If you already have Amazon Prime. Don't get Amazon Prime just for the sake of that, but... Alright, we got the Beaver upgrade. We can upgrade our Beaver. We can Iono. Alright, we gotta start doing some damage here. This turn is gonna make or break us. Thank you, Cyril, for the 10 bonies. Syndicate, I prefer the term conglomerate. I don't know if we settled on a on the name or not. We have to put it to a vote. Alright, we can not attack with our Zoroark, but we can at least put him into the active. We can Capturing Aroma. We're gonna flip some coins. It's our favorite thing to do. We can get a Zoroark V-Star for next turn, so we're all set. We can retreat this bad boy.
Cyril Lewis super chatted $10. Syndicate, I prefer the term conglomerate.
Trainer Trina says, I want to play against you, Rattle. Yeah, we'll be on for a while, and try to do some viewer games as well. I mostly want to first test the Zoroark to see if it does anything in this day and age. Okay, so we can get a supporter here, which I think we do. We're gonna go super aggro. We're gonna get the prof research. Or did we get the... We're gonna get the professor's research. We can get greedy and get the boss. And knock out the Charmander. We're gonna get the prof research. We're not greedy. We're not getting greedy. Because we still need... I guess I should have beavered first. Would have been ideal. Then I would have known what my extra cards were, because I didn't change my hand size in any way. Noob over here. Alright, let's do 30 damage to the Irachi of the Jirachi. We are not going to switch our active Pokemon because we got a V-Guard energy next turn. Hopefully we don't get our hand discombobulated. Taking the day off, Trina? It should be a Rattle Mon, so just Rattle M-O-N. Path? Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could have like situational path, but we got too many abilities to really want to do that to ourselves. Cyril, thank you for the Prime sub. 7 months. Much appreciated. Winters 1250. Thank you as well. I should have checked my friend's request or whatever, but I usually just accept them all. I don't think I'm anywhere near like the limit or whatever, so it should go through just fine. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Get that Charizard out of my face. Alright. We're gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. Maybe we should have put the other Zoroark in the active, although then if we needed to retreat him or if we don't get the double turbo right now, we would be Pretty effed in the B. Alright, we can Gape Jaw Bog. We can... I'm gonna get rid of my research and my energy. I'm going to get... we're gonna get one of you. So this is getting a little bit scary because I don't have any of the damage that I need on the Chorizord that's in the active. That would be really nice. Although we can knock him out next turn, but it would be nice to knock him out right away. But, son of a gun. Alright, we might be just screwed due to energy. We might be energy screwed, and the heads that we keep getting from the capturing aroma definitely do not help. Oh, we still have Phantom Star. Alright, I'm out of practice, guys. And I attached an energy that I shouldn't have. Not good. Not good, guys. Absolute. Well, yeah, extra not good. I just kind of shafted myself pretty hard. It's okay. We'll work out the kinks. We do not want a Bidoof, although maybe we kind of did. Give us an Ultra Ball, maybe? There was another item that was like you do extra damage if you're behind in prizes. Another tool, and I don't know if that, maybe that would be a good idea. Although, if we're just worried about the Charizard, which I think... Like, how much HP does Gardevoir have? Icky Jicky, how's it going? We definitely made some mistakes here, but... You know what? That's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Everyone does. We're going to make ourselves as healthy as possible. So that if we get smacked by a Charizard, we hopefully do not die. Really snowy, wet day. Well, the weather things have been all over the place. We got a bunch of like freezing rain recently. A little rough. Mason, how's it going? It's okay. I'm gonna drink my coffee. We're gonna not make any mistakes next game. And we're gonna find out whether or not we can actually beat Charizard. I think we can. And I think we could have been in a much better spot in hindsight. We could have at least been, you know, tied it up right here. I'm sure we might not be as consistent. We might not be better than Charizard. But we should be able to steal some games. Alright, we can pump some of that off. It's just a little damage. No big deal. No, not even a big deal. Although we're gonna lose our energy here. We're gonna lose a lot of energy. It'd be really nice if we had another single energy for attachment, but we're gonna have to double turb, which is unfortunate. We can get the Gengar in play for the extra damage that we need. I mean, we could go for it with the we could have went for it with the research, but we don't really want to do that. We're gonna do 310 damage, which is just lovely. Let's get some of the damage off of this guy. Put it on. We'll just put it all on the beaver. And then we'll also get a couple more cards. We need another double turbo. We need another double turbo. So we're gonna prof research our hand, which may come back to bite us, but it didn't. Not yet. Let's just keep taking damage off of this bad boy. Put it on the beaver. The beaver can take it. Alright. Let's hit the Charizard. Maybe we can come back. We can make a comeback. Kuga 11, thank you for the 5 boners. Much appreciated. Maria says, what happened to the Mousehold deck? I'm a little bit discouraged from the, it's been quite a while, and I haven't changed the Mousehold deck any, but maybe we'll try that out too. I was just a little bit curious. I've kind of been watching from the outside, but not paying super close attention to what's playable and what's going on right now. And I feel like Zoroark is usable. We'll call it usable. Oh, cool! I can like heart the donations or whatever. Didn't know that. Is that a new thing, or was I just missing out on it the whole time?
Kuga11 super chatted $5. Take down Sean.
Alright, we're gonna lose a Zoroark right here, but it's okay. It's gonna be alright. We're gonna lose our gloves too, which is a little bit of more of an issue. We basically need to find our other gloves. Super chat text to speech seems doubled. Oh, maybe I have, because I have playback. Hold on. It should play like at the same time. Let's finish this play and then I'll see if I can fix it. I might have the audio playback and it's playing through the desktop audio instead of pumping the beaver. We also don't have our double turbo energy anymore because they decided to steal it away from us. We can put damage onto the Charizard. Maybe we should have been putting damage onto the Charmander too. If it doesn't already. Alright, let's get another one of you out. We need to Iono and hope that we get a double turbo energy and gloves. We got neither. It's okay, we can choice belts onto a random Pokemon. We'll use our incisors and we're gonna get super lucky here. And not get what we needed. I mean, we can thin the deck a little bit. We're coming down to the wire here, and it's not looking good. Running out of cards. All right, let's see if I can fix this. Text. Monitor. Hopefully that didn't break it. There's no option for just output. There's monitor off, monitor only. think monitor only will work. Hopefully that fixes it. Alright, we got a whole lot of damage on our guy. We're going to do what we gotta do here. We're gonna put you onto you. We are gonna put you onto you. I mean, at this point now, we can, we don't need the gloves. So we can spoon. Or we can put the 20 damage from you onto you and use the gloves. And then we're gonna lose next turn though. So I mean, we don't have any way to put stuff back into our deck. We're gonna run out of cards. All right. No problem. Next time we don't make any mistakes, and we show Charizard who's boss. Charizard, yeah. I gotta remember to use the Alakazam to like start weakening the Charmanders beforehand, just in case I don't have gloves. See if we can collect some prizes, make ourselves feel better about that terrible, terrible loss. It's okay. We got him this time. Pumping the old beaver. Yeah, the Charizards, weaken them beforehand. At least if I have like, at least if they have the 10 damage on them from the Gape Jaw, then I can just, you know, one Alakazam and a big shabam. Tanya says you could replace Double Turbo with Reversal Energy. What's the Reversal Energy do again? Doesn't work on Robux. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, we're gonna see if Cyril fixed the text-to-speech. I don't know how I had it set before. Maybe it was because like I had the game audio coming through a separate audio path rather than the desktop audio. Double turbo energy would be, or double colorless energy would be pretty nice. They want to add that back. Double turbo and double colorless would be pretty banging. Alright, we got the Gape Jaw. We got more Charizards. It's Charizard Town and it's population us. I don't know if it didn't read that. Because it was nonsense with the Blasty and TTTTTT, or if it just, I think it didn't like the message. If I'm guessing. Alright, we can Alakazam some dams onto the Mander of Char. We might as well use this bad boy. Got a Tails, finally. Things are going our way. It's our first turn, so we should use the Squawk Dogger to the extreme. Even though we're going to discard a Hisui and a Zoroark in the process. We put the V-Guard energy on. Might as well. Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly. Alright, so maybe we research first. And then we... Capturing Aroma. We gotta get the gloves out. We can get a beaver. We can get a beaver going. Maybe we get rid of the Luminion. I feel like I'm never using the Luminion. Probably should have got a second Zoroark, but we'll see if it plays out in our favor. We can do 30, 40, 50. I'm gonna put the gloves on now. We're gonna see if that burns me as well. Hopefully it does not. I don't really want, man. I don't even want to use the Squawkabilly now. We had too much good stuff in our hand. I would feel bad. All right, we're gonna put 30 damage on the Charmander. That helps us out. Should be easier to knock out the Charizard now, unless he heals it somehow with sucking on its wounds or something. Tanya, you playing Snorlax stall? That sounds miserable for you and everyone else. Jay's complimenting the tonguey thumbnail. Thanks. I knew someone would appreciate it. All right, let's put the V-Guard energy on here. We can do something here, right? We can research. Do I discard? Or do we Iono? I think we Iono. Where's my Zoroark V-Star? Where is it? Is this game is this game doing this to us for real? We can do 30 more damage. We're gonna have to. This is unacceptable game. Let's put the gloves on him just in case we get our hand disrupted. We're gonna at least knock out this Charmander. And at least they're having a miserable game too. And it'll balance itself out, right? We got the this Radiant Charizard is gonna try to pump us. Blessy's hand, the bleep went out, but the TTS didn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just because he, instead of using real words, he did Blasty with 25 TYs on the end. Alright, we need a double turbo on you, because why not? We might as well get you pumping up, ready to pump the jam. We got Iono, ready to go. I think we researched though. We're gonna research. We're gonna get a Zoroark V-Star finally. Ink. Squeeze my buns here. All right, this is how you beat Charizard. It's gotta flop harder than you do. That's all you need it to do. We can choice belt onto you for fun. Actually, we should have used that for the Ultra Ball. Should use that for the Ultra Ball, but not a big deal. We might as well put some spoons. We'll spoon this onto you in case we can do some kind of cheeky knockout thing and they come back. We can Phantom Star too, but we don't want to do that. Oh yeah, don't worry, Oreo, we got the Charmander. We got him. Channel Bucky, thank you for the kind words. The Sushi on Twitch saying, have you tried a Goldengo deck yet? I have not. It looked kind of fun. I usually like stuff that stacks a bunch of damage in a weird way. Similar to like a Whimsicott GX or anything like that, or Zoroark here. that you can either do something or put like a jillion energies on it and it starts kicking ass. Similar to like the Mewtwo stuff that went on in the XY era. All pretty fun. I think we just win here. We got Apple Slayer. Do you think this is the YouTuber? Someone took his name. All right. Okay, we can retreat here and win the game. Knock out the Bidoof for the win. So yeah, I think if we like, as long as we don't completely flop. I mean, in that case, we got kind of lucky that we flopped a little bit and they flopped maybe even harder. But if we're constantly like, if we have the Alakazam, as long as we don't prize it, which is kind of scary. As long as we get our gloves. But we might have to put more gloves if we run into the issue that, oh, we got a psychic type. Is it going to be a Mew? Or a Guardy? Stay tuned. Interesting, as well as the new Espathra. I didn't even read the Espathra, I don't think. I probably have some in front of me. Oh, actually, I think I only pulled like one extra. Yeah, I have one extra. It makes your opponent's stuff cost more. And you attach a bunch of energy. Yeah, it's kind of like Mewtwo. Although it's kind of cheeky that it makes your opponent attach more energy and then you do more damage because they attach more energy. Pretty wild. Aurelius, hope you're doing well as well. Oh, our Alakazam's in the active. That is not what we want at any point. We might need to put some like switches or something like that in the deck too. We'll see. Sector Alpha saying, have you tried Genome Hack Mew EX yet? I have not. I haven't tried anything recently. The last stuff we were doing was like an attempt to make Mousehold win games, and since then I haven't really had a chance to play anything. All right, so we can Ultra Ball away a Gengar and an Ultra Ball because we want to get our Zoroark in play as soon as possible so that we can evolve it next turn, and then we're gonna have the Iono for next turn. We're also going to have damage on them. We're going to put the Justified gloves on you. We're going to retreat you because we really want the Alakazam. I can't remember how much health Gardevoir has off the top of my head, which is a little bit terrifying. Because if it has a lot, we might not have any way to knock it out. Right, another Zoroark. We got another double turbo for next turn. Sick. That's what we want to see. We got a Bidoof, so we can evolve him next turn. We got a damage pump, so we can put damage on the Alakazam and have more damage pumping out of our Zoroarks. We got trekking shoes, because who doesn't like a good trekking shoe? And then for next turn, we got research. We can avoid return. But I think we're just going to leave them in the active. We just might as well do 30 damage. Because if you're not doing 30 damage, are you doing anything at all? Aurelius, thanks for that. We'll be all right. One Medic, thank you very much for stopping by. It is, yeah, it's a pretty miserable situation, but hopefully it's the last of its type. Oh, you've got to be shafting my buns. Alright, so let's put this on here. It's got 310, so like we just need to Alakazam it once. It's good. As long as we have a full bench. As long as we have a full party. Alright. We can at least evolve our beaver. If they take out a beaver, it doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world. Could be worse, could be better. We would really like a Zoroark V-Star, though. That would be cool. We do not need another Gapejaw. There we go. We're cooking. Now, if only we had the ability to retreat, which won't be until next turn. We have the double turbo to retreat next turn, even if they don't KO us. That's pretty cool. Let's see, can we get another Zoroark V-Star? Let's get a heads. Of course we get a tails. Man, these capturing aromas have been kinda screwing us over. That's for sure. More often than not. Alright, so we can move damage if we wanna, but we don't really care. We don't really wanna. Don't think. And we're gonna end turn. He's either gonna knock us out, or we're gonna retreat with the double turbo energy next turn, and then we're going to pump this Gardevoir harder than it's ever been pumped in any Rule 34 that has ever existed. Sean Thomas, thank you, sir. Get back to work. Thanks for tuning in when you could. Hopefully it's not too rough of a day on you. Alright, he knocked out the beaver for us. That's probably in our best interest. We're okay with that happening. We can fill up our bench. We can fill up our bench with, say, a Gengar. We can put some gloves on. Now, I think we need another... We definitely need another... We're going to prep this other Gardevoir. We're going to take the damage off of the Manaphy, because it doesn't really matter if he's damaged. And we can slam this baby for 310. Now, do we Iono and try to get... We need another Zoroark V-Star, so we're gonna Iono. Not bad. iFomo says, what SV decks do you like? I haven't really found any that I like, but I've also not really been playing any of them. We tried to make Mousehold work, but as you can tell, we're kind of we're stuck. We're stuck in the old Sword and Shield era. A lot of this stuff is going to rotate, including the what's kind of necessary for the Mousehold. So, man, all right, the next one's going to be a heads. It's got to be, right? Give us a heads. Give us a heads. We have a couple damage pumps, so... Alright, not what we want, not what we need. Hopefully next turn. We don't have a Venom Star. We're hurting a little bit here. But it's okay, we got the Gardevoir. We're gonna draw something that we need. We're going to get a Zoroark V-Star right here. JK, but we did get an Ultra Ball, so we can pick and choose what we want to get. No big deal. Yeah, the with the new decks, I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are playing Gardevoir. It seems like a lot of people are playing Charizard. That's the only thing that we've run up against so far. So, I mean, it's only been 3 games. We got 2 Charizards and a Gardevoir. So, we'll see. We'll see what we. I think there's supposedly like a lot of people playing some form of Giratina. Right. He's going to Iona us. Hopefully we get the Zoroark. Okay, we're fine with that. No big deal. Didn't make our hand any worse. It might be slightly worse. I mean, ideally we have the boss's orders right now, so that we can take out the Gardevoir right away, or the Zacian, or both. Ooh, he's got a Mimikyu. The Mimikyu strat, eh? The little desperate Mimikyu. Oh god, he's got 2 Mimikyus there. Alright, so we do need the boss's orders. Did we discard any? Hopefully not. Alright, we still got 2 bosses in the deck and or the prizes. Alright, he's trying to cheese us with the Mimikyu. But we're not having any of it. I mean, maybe we just knock out the Mimikyu with the... we go 40. No, let's knock out the one on the bench here first. I mean, we can hide our Zoroark too if we want to put like a Gengar out or something to make him attack that. Or if it gets weak, we can do that. Let's do one of these and one of these. Might as well get one of these. Why not? I think it'd be nice if we had a Gape Jaw. We got one left in the deck so that he's at least putting damage on his stuff. Oh, I didn't know that it like actually doesn't let me change my Pokemon if I don't do damage. Wait, should it? Oh no, because I'm thinking that I have like a regular Zoroark there. I'm losing my mind. Ignore that. Didn't mean it. Take it back. Oreo says Roaring Moon is also very common to run into. Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of people that are playing Roaring Moon. They're just excited. Excited for the mooniness of it. Alright, so now we can at least kill off the... Well, we might as well leave that damage on him. We need a boss. Kinda need a boss. Not really anything else that we can attack with. If we had a beaver... we'd be prime. Or if he plays more Pokemon, then we have more damage counters that we can move around. That'd be pretty cool if we wanted to do that. We should have played a beaver as soon as we saw the... I guess when we saw the Mimikyu, we could have played a beaver to make sure.
Anonymous tipped $6.90.
Thank you, Anonymous. Much appreciated. Aurelia says, do you play Super Smash Bros? Sorry if that's a random AF. I have. I've never like try-harded it in any way or in any form like that, but I've certainly played it. But Alright, so if he gets rid of the Alakazam, not the end of the world, because we can... we can always bring out the Beaver. Oh, I should have put the 10 damage onto... Okay, I can. Alright, I think they fixed that. I think you weren't able to do that before. We can get the Beaver out. I don't remember what the cost is. I don't remember what the cost is. Alright, we got 2 big beavers. Oh, I guess we can check right here. We can do 30 damage with him, which almost kills. And we can do, if we have 3 energies. Alright, so let's Super Rod. We're going to get all of our beavers back. We're going to... We need these energy, though. This is the most derpy shit. Because we don't have a way to deal with the Mimikyu effectively. And he's going to hide behind it. He would break so many controllers. Hey! I've never broken a controller in my life. Used one of my Xbox controllers once for COD and the reload button was squished in. Yeah, that's just because it was grimy. It's probably because he had a bunch of like poutine and stuff in between the button. Just means it needed to be cleaned. Collector Mike, how's it going? Omar says, hey Rattle, do you see the TCG market declining a bit more? Will it take a while to rise up again? I don't know. I think it's just normal. I don't think it's necessarily declining. I don't know if it's at the bottom of what it's supposed to be, but it's just not stonk dog friendly at the moment. That's about it. That's it. Oh, we got a boss right now. We got a boss right now. We don't have the ability to... Alright, we can put the beaver. We're gonna put the beaver there. Alright. We got a boss. I mean, if we have one more boss in here too. And or I didn't check to see if it was in the Alright, we're good. We're not even concerned. There we go. They wanted to stall us out, but it's not a big deal. I was like, how did we do so much damage there? But it's because we have the choice belt on this bad boy. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's back to normal. Stuff will like slowly go up. There's probably some stuff that still hasn't fallen back down to where it should be, but in terms of like, if you're concerned about overpaying for things, I'd usually just recommend, if you look at what the prices were before all the pandemic stuff, if you go look at like price charting like on PokemonPrice.com or anything like that, if it looks like it's around where it was before all of that stuff, you're probably in a pretty good spot. Probably doing all right. Right, trekking shoes. We want to know. Another V-Guard energy. Okay. We can damage pump some damage off of you. All right, he's sticking with it. He's gonna Mimikyu us to the very end. We only need one prize here. I mean, maybe we should have got the Alakazam back. I mean, or if it looks like... I mean, before that, you can kind of look at the curve, and it's just kind of like a gradual increase in value on a lot of the stuff. Which is, like, healthy, some might say. That, and just have the expectation that you can't just, like, go to a... You know, buy a brand new box, and it's gonna triple overnight or anything like that. It's just... It's normal stuff. Alright, we need the beaver. We need the beaver. I guess we put this on here now in case we get Marnie. iFOMO says it should decrease a little more since Pop has gone way up since then. I don't think that matters all that much. I think that'll probably be like entirely set off, like, or are offset by the amount of people that came in. Like, most people are probably gone. Like, that's just kind of is what it is. But at the same time, you like, there's still going to be some amount of those people that were here during the pandemic that don't leave. So like the new interest that came in, even if most of it's gone, even if all the Stonk Dog extremes are gone, like, there's still going to be more people in Pokemon, I would imagine, than there were pre-pandemic. The free 10D people are gone. Should be mostly gone at this point in time, but so like the pop reports, like a lot of the stuff that was graded is stuff that shouldn't have been graded. You see a ton of stuff that is just like, the card is not even worth what you're paying to put it in plastic. Like, how does that make any sense on any level? It should be pretty straightforward in that way, but oops, I did not want to do that. But yeah, it's like, sure, people like got their old collections out and stuff like that, but set cards are set cards. They're always going to be available. Ooh, we got the Spathra. We got the Oinkoloin. I'll check the friend requests in a bit here. We might spam a couple more games here to see if we can. I want to see if I can beat a Charizard in a like a decent matchup where they don't brick and I don't brick. We just get another moose. This golden moose. It like I close my eyes at night and all I see is this golden turquoise moose. In real life and in the game here. We got a Guardy EX. Luscious, how's it going? Omar, thank you very much. Appreciate everyone that tunes in to anything that I'm doing. I know some of it is a little bit, you know, it's not exactly consistently the same thing here. I mean, it's usually all Pokemon related or related enough to Pokemon that it kind of like translates over. Like with the CGC comic books and stuff like that. That all has a ton of overlap. All right, let's jam another game here. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Carl Wolf saying hi. Mr. Whatever happened to Elon Musk? Is he okay? I think he's gone forever. It seems like he, that's the thing with like the rip and ships guys. Again, I would encourage everyone to just open their own cards. If you want to open cards, if you want to do it with other people, join the Discord. Get a webcam, or if you have a webcam, set it up, open the cards. You can open them yourself. It'll be a fraction of the cost. You can buy them from places like PSA Pikachu, save a ton of money, help a small business at the same time to cancel out the small business that they're helping with the rip and ship. And yeah, just you can have, even if you don't have in real life friends. I don't have very many in real life friends that want to open Pokemon cards with me. But we got the Discord, and we got the voice and video chat to do that in, if there's anyone that would like to. Or if you want to save some money and not open any cards at all. Usually there's somebody in there opening stuff. There's no pressure to actually open stuff. You don't have to be there. But anyone that wants to open their stuff with other people, it's a great option. Great affordable option. Again, opening product is usually not a good idea, like financially. If you don't have some way to offset that, whether it's through sponsorships or stream or anything like that. So like if you don't enjoy opening cards, like don't open cards. It's pretty much how it goes. If you want specific cards, buy the singles. Whether you go to Troll, whether you go to TCG Play or anything like that. Blasty says meow. Wake up, he's clearly talking about your Billion Fates ETBs. Yeah, meow was going ham on the Fates. On the Paldean Fates. Nicholas saying, what's good, Rattle? Like the midweek lives? Yeah, it's good sometimes to go live a little bit earlier on, too. I know some people are working during this, but usually most of the lives are later on in the evening. So balance it out a little bit. Make sure I get to hang out and chat with different people. It might not be ideal in terms of like metrics or making sure that people like know. I mean, today was very unscheduled. Other than this morning, I kind of had an idea that I might want to. All right, we got the Gape Jaw. We need to... All right. We want the tails here. It's helping us. We might as well get the Alakazam, I guess. What in the hell are we playing against? A Bidoof Magikarp? Let's see here. We got Zoroark that we might as well get an extra Zoroark. We probably should have got a Beaver if we're being realistic. But, well, we'll be okay. Let's hit the old prof research here. We got a Beaver anyway. We're gonna be all right. Get as much down as possible while we get the Gape Jaw in play, just in case we don't have one later on. Good to have. We're gonna knock out the Magikarp, which is pretty convenient. And then next turn we're going to evolve, almost certainly. Nicholas says, so you're saying the optics look bad on this? Yeah, I mean, if you want to scam yourself while you're opening your own cards, you're welcome to do so. If you're missing that aspect of whatnot or something like that, you can play guess the energy and swap your packs out. Ash, have a good one as well. I'm sure all will be all right. Much appreciated though for the kind words. Sector Alpha says, Rattle, would you experiment with a Scarlet Violet custom deck with Golden Moose? Oh god, we might have to. I pulled 2 of them so far, and I didn't redeem any of the codes. I just showed them all on the opening stream, and just the free packs that we got from logging in, and then the ones that we got from the ladder or whatever you want to call it. Not the ladder, the battle pass. The battle pass that shouldn't even be there. It's kind of just a weird thing that exists. Two moose already. Thank you, Josh. We don't need luck here. We're playing against Wiglets. We're playing against Squovitz and Gyarados. What is this Gyarados doing? He's gonna mill us. And he's gonna do 230 damage if we let him. What does he got here? Weakness blunder policy. Okay, alright. He's blundering us. We're getting blundered. I don't think we lose to this. I don't think there's any way we lose to this. But we need to stop drawing cards, I think. We can potentially use our Radiant Alakazam to knock something out. Do we want to knock out the Squovit or the Wiglet? The Wiglet, I would imagine. All right, let's knock out the Wiglet. Although he might turn into a Wugtrio, this guy might turn into a fat squirrel. Who knows what's going on here? But we're just gonna start pumping. We're gonna stop drawing cards because I don't think we're that. Oh no! I didn't do math. Did not do math. I mean, and we could have knocked out the Gyarados. Even if we didn't play another Pokemon, but we should have. We should have at least Trekking Shoed or Iono'd maybe. All right, we messed up. Nicholas says he's going to get an arm tattoo and reseal your own packs. Yeah, that's pretty fair. I mean, you could do match the energy and just open from a case of sleeved boosters. Just open them in order and never match the energy. iPhone says, did you see that U.S. Congress is finally starting to take notice on regulating the internet? I did not. I don't know. There's not really any way to regulate the internet. I mean, holy shit. All right, we really needed to knock out that Gyarados before it did that. So, I mean, we can knock him out this turn, but it would have been ideal to already have that. Already have that in play. Bloop. And bloop. We can Super Rod. Super Rod some stuff back into our deck for fun. Make it a little bit harder for them to... Now we can boss. Do we boss the Barrel or do we boss the Wiglet? It would help if I knew. I'm assuming that the one Trio does a lot of mill things. I can't remember how it reads. I remember seeing it. I remember that it mills, but at least I think I remember that it mills. Don't tell PokeKid what I'm doing right now to his poor Wiglets. Whatever you do. Danny, your birthday was yesterday. Oreo, your birthday is tomorrow. Happy belated birthday, Danny. Happy birthday tomorrow, Oreo. Happy birthday in a month, Trina. Jeez, everyone has birthdays at the same time here. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to that's gonna like come out of the kitchen and sing happy birthday for you guys, but I have like those like sparklers, the sparklers that you definitely don't want to get caught touching. Kiki Jicky, your birthday is this year. Happy birthday. Alright, we need a V-Guard and... What is this guy? What's this guy trying to do to us here? Trading... we do not want to put that into our hand. I think we're going to have to Iono for the double. We need a double turbo. Didn't check to see how many we discarded or how many we milled out of our butthole. Huh. That's not cool. I guess we might as well do one of these. We gotta act proactively here, I think. Alright, we got a beaver. We got tracking shoes, please. Do we put this in our hand? Then we gotta hope for a second one. Can we check our... Okay. Alright, there's two. There should be two more. So we're gonna go back. Alright, double turbo. Come on. Son of a gun. I mean, we could always... This is real sketchy, but we're gonna do this. And then we're going to beaver some more cards out of our deck. There we go. There we go. We're going to retreat. We are going to put you into the active. We are going to Painful Spoons. We're going to put those onto this Wiglet. And we are going to pump up the jam. The tricky decks. It's either Charizard, Gardevoir, or tricky Dickies. I don't even know how the Snorlax that stall one works exactly, but I'm not looking forward to running into that either. It's like the blue decks in Magic. It's just like, okay, are we gonna play the game, or are we just gonna see how long we can make the game last? Maybe I would say that the blue decks are worse. Just counter spells for days. The worst, absolute worst. I get it, like maybe a counter spell every now and then makes things interesting, but like when the entire deck is just about not playing the game, it stinks. It grinds me. Kiki Jiki says, I guess the leap year babies 2024 is kind of a big deal. Trina, yeah, we'll do a game after this one. Now that we're not running into Charizards anymore. FOMO, have a good one. Yeah, I'm not sure on the leap year stuff. Like why? I don't even know if I know why it's necessary. There's probably a very easy explanation on it, right? Omar says, hey Rattle, don't care for slabs, but is it a bad idea to buy 7, 8, 9 grades to crack the slab and bind to the card? Or is it not worth the hassle? Some of those cards look pretty clean. So, I mean, I've done this like a jillion times at this point. If you can find an 8 or a 9, and it's less expensive than a near mint copy, then like go to town. And there's a lot of that in recent days, in recent times, so. Alright, we can take our prize here. He kind of screwed himself by putting that Magikarp into play. Too bad I can't put them on two separate Pokemon, but I mean, in this instance, it doesn't really matter. See you later, Trio of the Wug. We still had 10 cards to spare. It got a little bit dicey there when we didn't have a switch, but we don't run those. Switches are for bitches, as they say. All right, let's see if we can get that game in with Trina. Should really make you wait until your birthday. This is like some kind of stall. If this is Mimikyu, I'm gonna be so upset. All right, here, home profile. I swear I know what's going on. Oh my god, the requests. All right, what did you say your username was? Trina. I should have been paying more attention, but Ice is a superhero. Are you offline right now? Log on. You are on. Did I can't remember if I accepted that. I think I did. Have you restarted your game recently? I don't overly want to restart mine. I meant to solve the issue, but the game like absolutely destroys things when you launch it. I don't know if anyone else has had that same problem or noticed it. Chloe is ice. Okay. Good. Challenge friend. We'll use the Zoroark since we're so well practiced. Oh, you're talking about Roblox? Yeah, sometimes I get confused with my Roblox username too. Doesn't exist, unfortunately. Never played Roblox, probably never will. Too old. I'm too old of a man for Roblox. Although, never really wanted to play Fortnite, but people in the Discord have been playing Fortnite. Seems a little bit more tempting, especially because they're playing in the no build old man edition. Omar, thank you very much. Have a good one. Lego Fortnite? And I feel like I'm way less likely to play Lego Fortnite. You're just adding things to it that are making me want to play it less and less. I mean, like, what Lego? It's Lego Batman that first came out. It might have been Lego Batman. I think I played one. I played one of the like first Lego games to come out, and it was just like, this is why does this exist? But I mean, maybe it's just not for me. Just fair. Happens. We got a beaver. We got a baby beaver on the bench. We got another truck and shoes. We're going to put this Gengar into the discard pile. That is the ideal Pokemon to get. Good thing we didn't attach any energy. We were waiting for a reason. Our hand is kind of dead, though. Kind of dead. Less than ideal. What in the Scyther action is going on here, too? I feel very, very nubular, not knowing what's going on here. Lego Star Wars? Yeah, it might have been Lego Star Wars. I'm not really like a Star Wars fan. Like, I don't hate it, but it doesn't do anything for me. Hey Bar, how's it going? Forehead in the chat saying Fort Nizzle is lit. Fair enough. Oh, we got it's a gold Dengo. Why does it have Scyther in it? Alright. We're taking damage. Will our beaver survive? Can we get a big beaver? Ooh, we can't, but we were gonna get we're gonna get one of these. This hurts a little bit. Billy and Rubik's 5 memberships. Thank you very much. Treat in the chat. You will see why it has Scyther in it.
Collector Mike became a member.
So should I get rid of the Scyther? Is that what you're trying to say?
iFOMO became a member.
Alright, we got the Gengar that we need.
Checks and Effects became a member.
Now we can take one of these researches and we can take...
Just Average Jeff became a member. The Luna 1C became a member.
Let's see. Alright, we're good. We're up and rolling. Our guys are doing what they need to do. And we are going to prof research this. We're going to retreat our beaver. Leave him alone. Just minding his own business. Gonna evolve him because we appreciate his beavosity. The aroma. We got the pump. We can pump up the jam, or we can We can Ultra Ball a beaver. I think we don't do anything right yet. We're just going to take out the Gimme Ghoul. Now we're going to see what the Scyther does when you have one card in your hand and only a Scyther. I'm sorry that we popped off a little bit. We got exactly what we needed on that one. Kiki Jicky says, hit some regulars with that 5 gifted. Yeah, I think it prioritizes people that spend more time in the stream or that are more active, maybe. Something like that. I think that's how it's supposed to work. Like it's not really something that you can check, but pretty sure. Pretty sure. We might have to run this back so that we can see if your gold dingos can compete. Not very fair if you didn't get what you needed. And not really much you can do when you have a Scyther and one card in your hand. Unless you have like a research or something. Billy, stop screaming in the chat. We're switching it up today also with the sound effects and the music from the PTCGL. So we get the full experience. I mean, it seems like it's less glitchy than it has been, but there's still like the I don't like the where it like brings up the screen and it covers everything, but there's still all kinds of like empty space so that I should be able to see the board and what's in my hand or what I'm like choosing to do for an action at the same time. I think a lot of that stuff is still kind of clunky and terrible, but at least it hasn't been glitching out. Did you want to go one more time? We can try it again. I mean, any deck, it might not be anything that's wrong with the deck itself. It might be just that you got a crappy start. Okay, if you want to make any changes, do so. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna play one public game, or one like search game, rank game, and then I'll come back and we'll try another one. Billy's yelling and eating cheese. Fair enough. Let's see. All right, let's flip the heads. And the chicken? Full on chicken? Yeah, it's just the chicken that's been covered in cheese that's been melted onto it. Rotisserie chicken. Or filled with cheese. Filled with queso. Checks, she can definitely chew through a bird. We've seen it. We've seen it on the was it on an opening stream? I think it was. Was it a mail stream? Opening stream? Oh, you had rotisserie chicken yesterday. I haven't had rotisserie chicken in a while. This is not the start that we want. We do not want a Squawkabilly in the active. That is terrifying. Although at least it's only one retreat. So maybe it's a better scenario than some of the other stuff. Don't remember. It's one of your finest moments. It was. People will never forget that. If you were there, that image of Billy eating the full rotisserie chicken straight off the bird is forever ingrained in your memories. Stuffed breaded chicken is really good. Yeah. Like with the cheese and broccoli and stuff.
Billion Rubik's Pokemon tip $10. Keep on keeping.
What in the world? I didn't even. That's not even showing up in the chat. Thank you, Billion Rubik's. Oh, maybe it was from the it was from Stream Elements. So, by the way, guys, the Stream Elements is the optimal, is the better way to send anything. If you want to send anything for the legal stuff, that way's better because one, I can refund it if needed, and two, well, it keeps it easier to refund if possible. But also they take less of a cut than through the YouTube stuff. Instead of 30%, it's just like the transaction fees. All right, we're gonna trekking shoes. We're gonna try to get a Gapejaw Bog. That is not a Gapejaw Bog. Neither is that. Neither is that. All right, we're gonna put the Zoroark here. We're gonna put the double turbo on him. All right, we're playing against a. Oh my God! Can people stop playing Mimikyu, please? This is gonna pump my feelings here. Got a capturing aroma. Less than ideal. This must be a Scooperino here. If we can't get something good, maybe we should have kept that hand so that we can get the Zoroark V-Star out. But we kind of really need the Gapejaw. There we go. Now we want tails, please. Although we can get Gengars here, not a big deal. Not the end of the world. And we can get an Alakazam too, which would be kind of juicy, kind of necessary. It looks like our Alakazam though is in the prize cards, which is not good. We kind of need him to be pumping the Mimikyus. Right, now we can Ultra Ball you and you. And we can get... What do we have here? Okay, we don't have a dead hand next turn anyway because we have the Zoroark. And we can get a Beaver. Let's get a Beaver. I think we're going to be alright. Maybe replace a V-Guard energy with Psychic so Gengar can attack Mimikyu. Yeah, maybe. That might be a way to go. Also, well, I can attack with the Bidoof. Or the Barrel. So. Oh, we can Squawk and Seize here too. Even though we got him on the start. I don't know why I thought it was worse than what it actually was, but we can get a Gengar in play here. We can Trekking Shoe. Yeah, we want this in our hands. We can put some damage onto you and onto you. And now we can, next turn, we're going to absolutely destroy. It's destroying time. Although we need to get lucky and in the prize cards, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, we can Beaver the Mimikyus if we need to. Yeah, Mimikyu is kind of annoying. And then, like, attacking for it, and then it'll never show up when you do. Hopefully, I didn't know it was even as prevalent as it is. Unless you're playing against Fergustus, then you can pretty much expect that you're going to run into 4 of them or something. The Barrel's scary too, though, because if you flip tails, it does nothing. Yeah, but at least he's not going to die, so you have like 2 chances, right? 2 chances to one-shot him, hopefully, maybe, plus, minus. Alright, we got an Iono. He's, yeah, they're putting the energy on the Mimikyu, because why wouldn't they? I mean, we could put Cancel and Clone or whatever in the deck, too, if we really want to not deal with the Mimikyu as much, but then it kind of makes the deck suck. Is the only problem with that. Would have been nice. Maybe we should have... No, we shouldn't have risked it, apparently. We could have risked that for like the single energy instead of wasting a double turbo on the squawk ability, but it looks like we would have burned ourselves if we did that. So gimme ghoul. Alright, so what do we got? I wish she could oh, we got a Phantom Star too. We got a lot of stuff. Maybe we want a Phantom Star? Well, we got 2 bosses in our hand here. So we're not going to. We're going to not destroy our chances by getting rid of our bosses. We can take out the other Gimme Ghoul next turn. And then we can hopefully get our beaver set up. What's this guy do? 20 damage, not great. Not ideal. I mean, if we can get the Alakazam out of the prizes too, that's.
Jeremy tipped $50 for the legal fund.
Jeremy, thank you very much. Much appreciated. I really, really hope that I can send everything back, and that we can drop this. I have a feeling that that's not gonna happen. But I do truly appreciate everyone that helped out and that is helping out. I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else. He's going to make you believe that it hasn't, that it won't, but it has. It has many times. I can't even remember how many people I talked to that have been threatened and did nothing about it and backed down. And how many people that are associated, essentially everyone that's involved that helped me with information that he doesn't want anyone to hear. He's threatening them as well. I mean, you can see it in the lawsuit itself. It's naming off Jane and John Doe 1 through 10, etc. And then he wants to name everyone in the Discord as a criminal, even though his TCG Fish account was in there. Unacceptable. No one should stand for that stuff, and you can tell. We're gonna tell here real quick who the Pokemon people, the people that are standing up for Sean, the people that are standing against him and what he's done, what kind of people we have around us, and whether or not they've benefited from staying quiet, whether or not they've benefited from, I guess, financial transactions. All right, let's
Marty
go.
became a member.
Let's pump this Goldango. We can get one of you. All right, we are gonna one-shot this guy. Damage pump. Maybe we shouldn't put damage on the Bidoof. That was probably a bad idea, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. We can get the barrel. We can draw cards and we can start pumping with them. If we get another damage pump, we can kind of clear them off a little bit, clean them up. But the 100 damage KO. Man, give us the Alakazam, please. Got damage pump. I guess that's something. Jeremy says, I come from the sports card world and hate Sean. Yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of people on there. I mean, you can even see it on the forums. It became like an ongoing joke that Sean was threatening everyone on the Blowout forums. The same people that pointed out the fact that he was selling altered cards, before and after pictures. Signed stuff too, that like clearly it's not the same card, or clearly it is the same card that has been modified, that there's pieces missing from it. Alright, now, how do we... We can... Alright, we got all kinds of opportunities here to...
Anonymous tipped $125.
Thank you very much, Anonymous. Appreciate it. I also don't blame anyone if you want to remain anonymous because, again, like, the dude is insufferable. I don't, I'd rather not anyone have to deal with him. I mean, he can't fight everyone. He can't sue everyone in existence. I mean, though he might claim to want to at times. Alright, we got V-Guard energies. Put that on you. If we can get rid of some items in our hand here, then maybe we can... I mean, we can also... I don't want to Phantom Star because... he's only got one. If he plays more Pokemon down, it's gonna work in our favor if we can ever get the Alakazam. I mean, hopefully he doesn't realize the fact that we only have 2 boss and we got rid of one. PokeTrader Man says $2 million. What the fuck, dude? Is he crazy? No, that was just the those were just the conditions to drop it in the demand letter. He wants double that. Apparently, he wants 5 million or something stupid on the lawsuit itself. It's filled with lies about me calling him the Pokeju and everything else that I didn't do, and he clearly doesn't. Like, I don't know why you would put so many lies that are like so easily provably wrong. But when you're just a mega dick to the extreme, maybe that's what you do. All right, we got the prof research. We got all kinds of energies now. We just need one more turn. And then we need the coin flip. We're doing with the if we had the Alakazam here, I'd be sweating a little bit less. Yeah, so the Dodrio. Yeah, maybe the Dodrio swap out would be good in this case too. Yeah, honestly just wasn't very aware of the fact that we had as many Mimikyus popping around as there are. Again, I haven't been paying like super close attention to deck lists or anything like that, so good to know. Now we got double turbos for get a Zoroark set up for next turn. Hopefully we don't lose our double turbos in our hand, because then we won't have anything to attack with, because we gotta knock out the Ralts now. Come on, Beaver. Yeah, Beaver power. You just gotta believe in the beef. I don't know why I like coin flips. I don't like gambling, but I like coin flips in the Pokemon trading card game. It feels right. Like the Whimsicott coin flip to whether or not you take damage is just it's pretty satisfying. And if you just take into consideration that it's gonna happen half the time, then House says shit, sorry, didn't know it said anonymous. I suck at electronics. Thank you very much, House. If that was you, much appreciated. I don't know. There must be like an option or whatever when you fill it out to like put your name, and if you don't, then it might just say anonymous. All right. Now, we need 2. Do I just knock the Ralts out with the Beaver? Do we go for a Beaver flip? I think we go for the Beaver flip, because if we retreat the Bibarel, we're going to lose energy off of him. Actually, no. Then, I mean, if he puts out another Mimikyu, we can just double turbo onto the Beaver. We're going to retreat him. No Beaver flips. Sorry, guys. We don't have any bosses left, so that is not an option anymore. You'd have to, like, get a Mimikyu out. You would have to put it into the active. Believe in the Beaver. Someone flip a coin for me in chat to see if the beaver would have knocked out. Jeremy says, you can literally be sued for anything in the US, but that's why SLAPP is in place for frivolous suits. Yeah, I mean, ideally that works in a way that it punishes people for doing that kind of thing. But yeah, still. Maybe that's what he needs. To wake up and stop doing it to people. Ow. Uh-oh. 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 Alright, we can sacrifice you. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm concerned again. The Goldengo is out in full force. Alright, if we can set up a Zoroark here, which I think we can. We set him up here. We're going to lose a Gengar. Doesn't matter. We can get him back. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. As long as he doesn't boss us, we should be alright. And if he only has 4 cards in his hand, surely he can't get a jillion back, right? Right? The only thing is, Gengar requires 2 retreat, which is a little scary. How many? Hold on. We got all of our double turbo are gone. We have 2 V-Guard energies left. Hopefully he knocks out the Gengar, and we can just pump him. Jay says, how many wins and how many losses? Mostly wins. I think maybe everything except for the first game. 3-1, 4-1. Winners win. Winner wins. We got lots of wins, but I mean, also like my MMR is probably pretty low right now. I haven't played in a long time, so. Although we played against 2 Charizards, a Gardevoir, a weird worm. Wiglet deck. Wug Trio deck. Alright, he knocked out the Gengar. He fell right into our trap. We're good. We are golden. And a Goldengo that we're gonna pump right here. Not bad, Zoroark. There's that of course the Alakazam is the final card. Fellow Chris, how's it going? Tanya says, I've added a single TM blindside in my Garchomp deck just in case I need to attack with my Babero or Tentacruel. Ooh. That might be a good idea. Do you have to be down prizes for blindside? Or is it just that you can't use it next turn or something? Trina's ready? Alright, Trina. Hopefully you have better luck with your opening hand. And hopefully I do as well. Intergalactic, how's it going? You're partying? Oh, we got a new friend. Alright, alright. Alright, we got the ice. We're joining. I don't like the look of those Mimikyu sleeves. I'm having Mimikyu flashbacks here. Pokemon has to have damage on it, and you have to use Blindside, then your turn. The turn you attach it. Ah, okay. I mean, you have to use all the TMs the turn you attach it, though, don't you? Is that a TM requirement, or is that Blindside requirement? I haven't used any of them yet. They're kind of nifty, though. What is going on with this Alakazam? He does not want to behave himself. He either wants to be in the prizes, he wants to be the only basic. I know, yeah, I know it's just the sleeves. I've just seen, like, after the Charizards and the, it's been Mimikyu everywhere, in every deck. TM's discard at the end of the turn. Makes sense. They'd be pretty powerful if they didn't. Like, if you could keep using it, or... Alright, what are we saying here? What are we doing? We want to get rid of you, and we want to get rid of you. I guess I could have, it would have been pretty cheesy of me, but I could have tuned my deck to not suck so badly against what you're playing. But we won't. We're gonna honest abe it. Right. Here we go. The Alakazam. Not helping me out here. Forehead says put the Lumineon and use the effect. I don't know at what point I needed the Lumineon, but I probably could have at some point. The Lumineon might get swapped out. Whether or not it's because I don't use it and don't remember that I can use it or that I should use it. I guess later on it'd be pretty important, because then I could search for a Pokemon. I can use the Lumineon to get the boss when I need to boss something. And that would be kind of ideal. Anything but the vessel. I believe. Alright, let's see here. I feel like the music has been less exciting in these games. I don't know if they changed it to always be the same thing, or if I just haven't listened to it in a long time. That's kind of not exciting for that reason. Alright, we have a Pokestop in play, which I do not want there. Might as well get this out of the deck. Might as well get this guy onto the board. Might as well get this guy onto the board to make sure that our beaver is nice and damaged. If you don't have a damaged beaver, are you really even... Oh, I did not want to... I don't want to play a boss. I want to play an Iono. Alright, we got double Scythers on the opponent's side here. Right, we got our Gape Jaw back. That's what we want. You got the card that you wanted this time? Alright, good. Uh-oh. The Scizors. What in the cutting Scizor is going on here? Do not take it out on my Alakazam. He didn't do anything wrong. He's just minding his own business. Oh, it's doing damage based on my abilities? That's dirty. Are you going to do 70 damage? Or are you going to do 100 damage? 110 damage. Alright, so let's see here. We got one of these. We got one of these. We can do one of these.
Anonymous tipped $13.37.
Thank you very much, Anonymous, for the leet donation. I like that the stream element stuff. I'm pretty sure it's like by default, and you might be allowed to change it on like my end what the default ones are, but it like defaults to like 420 and 1337 for the memes. Default ones are all the meme numbers. All right, I think I'm in a good spot here. We're all pretty much all set up. Ultra balls for days. We can use one of these. We can use one of these and one of these.
Tanya Hakala became a member.
Thank you, Tanya. All right, we do have a Phantom Star if we need it. All right, I'm a little bit concerned. The Scizor is a little scary at this point in time. I guess I shouldn't evolve my other Zoroarks. I probably shouldn't have evolved my Beaver, but we did. There's no turning back now. It's 210 damage on the Scizors. Trina says my songs to listen to when I'm bored playlist. I thought there was more like actual battle music in this. It's just kind of like whimsical nonsense. What does this little guy do? Cheese stringing around. Let's see that. Flip a coin. 80x. Alright. You're wasting all of my energy here. Not my personal energy, but my energy in the deck. No, we do not want him. Alright, so let's give him the old 280. Does like the regular Goldengo play like a Scizor or anything, or is it just... I don't think it matches up very well against this Zoroark. Unless there's components that I haven't seen. Oreo saying Goldengo plays Palkia, V-Star, and Cross Switcher these days. I believe it. Let's see. So let's pump this guy up with an energy. I don't think there's any coming back for you. Epic Tube, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I can't even speak today. I ran out of coffee. I'm gonna need a refill. All right. We got the final KO on the Scyther. You're running out of cards too, so I don't know if that might be an issue. I'm not sure if you're still like theory crafting or what, but a couple times now where you don't have anything left in your hand. I don't know if that's like an actual issue that you usually run into with it, or you might need something to draw. Emma says, greetings, fellow criminals. Yeah, true. If you're in the Discord, including TCG Fish, you are a criminal, according to Sean Bassick, his lawyer. It's in writing. He did sign it. Criminal organization confirmed. Mr. Sifs wants to be friends. All right, we're making friends. Munchie, we might have to wait till let's all right. Let's do one more here, and then we might call it. Trina says I have no exchange points, so I can't get cards that aren't stronger than what I have. I don't have any codes for you right now that haven't already been used on that stream, but if you're in the Discord, I don't know if there's anyone that's in the Discord that has some extra codes that you haven't used. If you asked really nicely in there, tell them that Rattle sent you. Maybe somebody can dig some out for you and send you a picture of some. Even if you scan a decent handful, should be able to get some points. Maybe get those the gold dingo components that you need for one of the stronger deck lists. All right, what a lack of a starting hand. Use the QR codes because it's faster. Yeah, as long as the picture is like good enough, you can scan it with the QR codes, but or if it's in writing, not too bad. If you do have a little bit of money for it, they're usually very cheap. You just buy whatever, like the cheapest ones on eBay. If you scan a bunch of them and you end up getting duplicates, then you'll get a bunch of dust. You get the dust, the crafting dust. The system is it's not really, I don't know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's like, it's to the point that they might as well just let everyone have whatever cards they want. Because if you scan any amount of codes, you can pretty much craft anything you want. Although at the same time, I'm not building like 100 different decks or all the new decks. Tanya says, you've had good luck buying code cards on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I mean, if you have them in person too, you can scan them. Usually with the eBay stuff, they'll send you an eBay message or an email. But Toastman, don't let it bother you. It'll be alright. Alright, let's see here. You can prompt research, which would be pretty juicy because then we get 2 Gengars on the bench. We'll figure it out. Don't you guys worry. Alright. Double Gengar. I guess we should probably trekking shoe first. That way we know. Oh, the birds. Anything but the birds. Okay, all right. Epic, thank you very much for the 20. For the criminal fund. I don't know if there's like a more ass backwards way to describe the Discord, the public Discord that you yourself join to write something up in a document and sign it to say that you believe it is the truth. And call it a criminal organization it's pretty delusional. Alright, here. We gotta get rid of this Wattrel. Let's hit him.
EpicTube HD super chatted $20. I want to contribute towards the legal protection fund since we're all criminals in Discord.
Bryce says, I want to help out. How can I? I checked the GoFundMe this morning and I didn't see it still. Yeah, well, I haven't checked since I've been streaming here. It says that it could take 48 hours. Someone was, I guess, concerned enough to flag it. So it got put into like a manual review. It's weird. It's weird that someone that wants to silence me also wants to make sure that I am unable to defend myself, or that the Pokemon community, the Magic community, I hate the word community, Pokemon collectors, Magic collectors, sports collectors, that they're unable to fight back in any way. So it just kind of shows. It's not unexpected, but for the time being, temporarily, you can send through the stream elements. It's basically the same thing in terms of like how much actually arrives. The YouTube stuff gets like a 30% cut. Stream elements is just the transaction fees essentially. It's I mean the YouTube stuff, I don't think there's a way to actually refund any of it. But with the stream elements stuff, I can. If he decides to drop it, then I would very gladly return everything that was sent my way. If I don't need it, or if I don't need it in general. But as I mentioned, it might get a little bit difficult, a little bit dicey if we spend some of it, if a bunch of time has passed. But if that's the case, I want to show you guys, I want you guys to be sure that I don't actually want the money. I do appreciate and do want to put an end to Sean and what he's been doing to people. But yeah, I don't want to keep any of the money if I don't need it, or collectively everyone that needs defense doesn't need it. All right, capturing a roam. We got pumps. We got damage pumps. We need this capturing aroma to give us a Zoroark V-Star would be nice. There we go. But yeah. That's pretty much it. Let's see. We can Iono here. I don't think he'll actually do anything to anyone in the Discord, but I am very concerned that it seems like he was threatening anyone that provided information to me. So at least he's trying to scare them into it. Whether or not he does anything is a different story. But that's the reason I say that I want to be able to protect anyone else that comes in under fire as well. Not fair to them. Doing the right thing and being punished for it. Ultra Ball, eh? I need another. Collector Mike, I don't want to talk about like specifics other than what was shown in like the videos and stuff already. I also don't want to disclose like dollar values or anything like that, because it's just gonna make it easier for him to be a bully if he has that information. Bryce, I would have to agree. Yeah, hopefully the GoFundMe said it could be up to 20 or 48 hours, and it's like coming up on that tonight. So I don't know why they'll so quickly take it down for being flagged, and pause it, but it takes them 2 days to bring it back up. Insane. Pretty crazy. It's gonna be a long match with the birds. The single prizers. This deck is not exactly optimal for that. It's better at KOing big stuff. Now that we have like the Pokemon EX, it's a little bit less good at KOing the big stuff without doing some shenanigans with the Alakazam or whatever. Blasty says he can't wait to get sued for all his debt. I don't know if that's how it works. I accidentally put out the wrong Zoroark. I put out the one with 1 energy and not 2. Oopsie doopsie. Little choopsie. That is less than ideal. Now we have to rely on Iono to do what she does. Okay, it's gonna be alright. It worked out. That was a little dicey though. That was definitely a mistake and could have cost us major points. Uh-oh, we get the Ditto. The Ditto acting as a bird. I probably should have... Oh, we get double Dittos? I was gonna have like multiple Dittos in there. I don't know why I was thinking it was like Ditto Prism Star where you're gonna have 1 copy, but clearly you got at least 3 of them in there. It's filling the Dittos. It's appreciated, Bryce. Thank you, Intergalactic. Right, our Zoroark is barely alive. I think like with the single prize decks, with this deck, if you can like survive a hit, if you can survive enough hits, and then you like are immediately knocking things out, then usually you're okay, but that kind of thing, you know? Billy's making ribs for everyone in the Discord. Rib night. It's rib night in the Discord. Probably call it after this game. I do appreciate everyone popping in, saying some kind things, hanging out. Nice little break from what's been going on, for sure. Even though we talked about it quite a bit. Collector Mike says, would be cool if they put the VG battle music in the TCG. I thought there was more battle music than this. I don't know why. It seems more like wobbly doubly than it usually was. Or maybe it was just the loading screen music that I'm thinking of. But like, I remember there being more music than this. We need to finish whenever Blasty is down for it. Maybe on Friday. We need to finish our playthrough, Ruby and Sapphire playthrough. Maybe we can pre-grind and do a short stream of just the playthrough. And Blasty's not going to speed up his game and cheat. Even though the viewership wasn't very big on that, but I don't know. I had a good time. It was a nice change of pace. It's nice to do something to Pokemon that's not like trading cards too, every now and then. But yeah, it was pretty fun. And we're so close. We're on the Elite Four. It's definitely gonna take some grinding. My team, I used up all of my consumables, which sucks pretty bad. But I feel like I didn't use my rare candy though either. I already have a date with your brother. What? You're not allowed to play Warcraft until you beat Sapphire, I think is the rule. Pack openings? Sector Alpha says pack openings. So that's the thing too. I mean, I could have mentioned, man, there's like a million things that I could have or should have mentioned. But the fun things on the channel, probably not going to be as many of those. Other than like, if I can justify it, if it doesn't cost anything, at the end of the day, then something like that might be all right. So we'll have to see what's going on. If the pack openings, if I can make it affordable in such a way that the ad revenue and the amount of product that's provided is enough. It might be smaller. It might not happen at all. But that sort of stuff probably gonna be hit pretty hard for the in the immediate future. I don't think it's fair for me to ask for assistance with the Sean stuff and then spend a bunch of money. Like if it's gonna cost me money. I've had a ton of Sean Wiener Baby hater supremes that have been like, oh, Rattle, what the hell? You opened so much Evolving Skies. The Evolving Skies, sorry to break the movie magic that was the Evolving Skies openings, but those cost little to nothing for me to do. I sold the extras, which recoups a ton of the money. I was breaking down products, so the packs originally were very inexpensive. The packs from those products and the promos and stuff like that, sold a lot of those. Still have to sell some of those. But at the end of the day, it was a ton of work. There was a ton of hours put into like breaking stuff down, selling extras, both the cards that I pulled that I didn't need and the extra packs and stuff that I already had the set completed for. But like those didn't cost money. A lot of people like to pretend like, oh yeah, you could have bought a house with the Evolving Skies you opened, but it wasn't. It was inexpensive. It was time consuming. So like time wise, it was a huge time waste. The garbage collection folks were probably like, what the hell is wrong with this person? Where are all these like pack wrappers and everything coming from? But yeah, yes. I mean, I try to tell that with everyone too. Like if you're going to open a lot of product, that's the thing. Selling stuff off when it's new is usually ideal, but also just selling stuff in general. If you never sell anything and you're just like straight opening packs like crazy, it's not affordable. None of it is very affordable. But also I'm fortunate enough that you guys watch me open this stuff. I'm fortunate enough that I can work with stores like a PSA Pikachu and a Doe's cards. They can help me out a little bit with that stuff to offset all those costs. And if it costs me even just a little bit, or if it costs me some money, it's worth it. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. But at the same time, that's pretty much it. Ashworm says, Rattle, favorite Pokemon console game. So like favorite game in general, like in all the Game Boy games and stuff, or like not handheld only console. I didn't like Arceus at all, but all eras. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, I like them all. Like they all have different, but like mainline games are definitely my favorite. I mean, the Diamond and Pearl remakes were kind of good. I wish they didn't have, like the chibi kind of characters. If they made it more, I guess, along the lines of like a Sword and Shield or like a Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet like had so much promise. Like if it wasn't glitchy, and it was more refined and polished and what it should have been, like it would have blown everything else out of the water. Sword and Shield wasn't bad. I don't know. I think they can do better on a lot of the stuff, on all of that stuff. But the recipe is there. It's kind of tried and true. It proves itself every time that it sells a jillion copies. regardless if there's glitches and bugs and anything else. But yeah, I don't know in particular. Like I can say red and blue because that's like what we first got into Pokemon. I think that was like my first introduction to Pokemon was a neighbor of mine that lived across the street. So he had, I don't know what version he had, but he had red or blue. And we would take turns playing it on his Super Game Boy on the TV. And we were like hooked. Like we went home, we're like, Mom, Dad, we need Game Boys. We need, so we didn't have a Game Boy at that point in time. We need Game Boys and we need Pokemon Red and Blue. And like for the amount of time that we spent playing that stuff, like that's probably like, I mean, it's kind of corny to say that like Red and Blue was like the best. I don't think they're necessarily the best games, but like at that point in time, I don't think there was nothing that could ever even remotely touch it in terms of like entertainment value on a Game Boy. It was unreal. Like we spent, I don't know how many hours playing through that and just had a blast with it. Probably like even older video games, I feel like there's more, a lot of them have a lot more without the online aspect, but in terms of like campaigns and stuff like that, they kind of had to be. But like the dollar value for hour, value per hour, pretty good value. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't played a Pokemon game that I don't like that's from like main series. Sun and Moon, I really like Sun and Moon. Like I like the Pokemon. I like the story is pretty good. The Pokemon are pretty good. Like it's a little handholdy. It's a little bit on rails. A little bit too much on rails. Like there needs to be a little bit of discovery and have to figure out where you need to go and stuff like that. I think even if you're someone that looks everything up without trying to figure it out first, I think that's kind of important. That there needs to be some puzzles. There needs to be some like, oh, what do I have to get before I can move on to this thing? And I don't know. I think maybe Pokemon where it is now needs to have some kind of like difficulty slider where maybe the AI is a little bit smarter. Maybe they have better Pokemon. Maybe they use items in a smarter way. Maybe their attacks are used in a smarter way that they're going to hit you for weakness when they can, that they're going to use whatever's optimal, that kind of thing. And I've seen a little bit of that. I think it was Poke MMO was a little bit smarter and a little bit harder in that aspect. But I still do, you know, it needs to be easy enough that kids can play it. But also I think that there's so many people that have grown up playing Pokemon games that a harder option or a way to make the game more difficult without adding your own challenges is kind of like long overdue. All right. That's all though. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. All the support. Super duper appreciated. If you're not afraid of being a criminal or being labeled one, even though you aren't, even though it's a public server, then head on into the Discord and we'll hang out there. See you next time.